What's up guys, that man Don here with another video, and today I'm gonna be telling you guys a couple things that you need to do before coming to Thailand. Now I got a couple questions and things like that, so I decided to make this video. I'm gonna go over accommodation, money like banking, things like that, and I'm gonna also give you guys a couple apps to download as well. And if I think of anything else, then I'll throw it in there. First off, let's start off with accommodation. So how did I find my condo, down payment, things like that. So before I came to Thailand, I researched a couple places that I was interested in staying in. When you do research, a lot of the people recommend staying on the Sukhumvit line, which is somewhere near like Asok, Tonglor, Ekamai, Annut, stuff like that BTS Green Line. I decided to go a little bit north of that just because I didn't want to necessarily be in a foreigner bubble or things like that. So I decided to go somewhere, I guess, slightly more local and a little bit out of the city center. That was my decision, but obviously you guys can decide and think what's best for you. So I did research on, the areas that I wanted to stay in. And the best way to do that is basically search up, look at the BTS map and the MRT map and look for condos near certain BTS stops. So if you want to live near Ekamai, you would search condos near Ekamai BTS and so on and so forth. So that's what I did. I found a location that I wanted, and then after you find the location that you're somewhat interested in, then you can go on websites such as Facebook Marketplace. They have other websites as well, but what I would really recommend is Facebook Marketplace because you get instant results, instant feedback. So what you do is in the Facebook Marketplace, you type in, let's say I wanted to live in Ekamai. So I would type in Ekamai BTS or condos near Ekamai BTS. Once you search that up, it'll be a whole bunch of listings and things like that that you can look through. If you find a room that you like, but it's something off about the place that you don't like, you can try to find that condo name and then search up such and such condo. Like let's say you wanted to live in Knightsbridge or whatever. That's a condo in Thailand. So say you found a condo, you liked it, the room and whatnot. I don't know, maybe the pictures didn't do it justice, but you want to look at the condo some more. So you can actually type in Knightsbridge at Ekamai BTS to find, other rooms, other room sizes. You could have a 1 room, 1 bedroom, studio bedroom, 2 bedroom, whatever, different floors, different orientations, depending on, where your room is, depending on the way the light comes in. So yeah, you can do that and find more rooms in that certain condo that you like. Once you find an area and the kind of condos that you like, what I would personally recommend is what I did. I went on Facebook and they have like Facebook groups of condos. They have a group called Bangkok Expats Apartment House Condo, blah, 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 80,000 members. So you can go on there, join that group, put your exact what you're looking for. So say you found the location, you found the condo, XYZ, everything you're looking for. So say, hello, I'm looking to come to Thailand within these specific dates. I want a 1-year lease. I want 1 bedroom near Knightsbridge, Annut, high rise, ceiling, whatever, name all the stuff you want. And if you want a specific like condo, then you can put the condo name. But if you just know the qualities you want, but you don't really care for a specific condo, then you can just say, I want to live near Annut, high rise ceiling, 1 bedroom, washer, desk area, blah, 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 whatever you may want. Put that, everything that you can think of in there, and then you'll get tens of messages of people sending you information on condos and stuff like that. And the agents, they will get back to you if you respond to them. But just do this when you're actually close to coming to Thailand or you're actually already in Thailand, because if you're not, then they probably won't entertain your offers or your messages that much, just because there's so many people coming in that they don't really have to wait for you to come. They can just go find somebody else, you know what I mean? Something that I would recommend, I mentioned this in a previous video, finding a condo near a BTS or MRT stop. Personally, I would recommend finding one that has both. So MRT and a BTS, so like Asok Mo Chit, Hayak Lat Prow, and maybe a couple other stops have a connection between the BTS and MRT, because those are two different train systems and they can take you to they go to different areas. So to maximize your traveling distance and what you can do, I would recommend try to find a condo near the BTS and MRT. So once you come, how are you gonna pay for the condo? What you're gonna wanna do, and I'm gonna mention this later, but the best way would be to download an app called Wise, W-I-S-E. And once you get that, you can send money to any bank. That's what I use to pay the owner the rent money. So every 13th of the month, I connect my debit card to the app, and then you can transfer money straight from your debit card to any bank account. It doesn't have to be a US or a UK bank account, whatever. It can be any bank account, and you can send the money straight to them, and they get it within a couple seconds. Sometimes it may take longer, like a couple hours or whatever. It just depends on, I guess, if they can convert the right money at the time, and depending on how much you're trying to send. But for the most part, it sends almost immediately. Now let's talk about money. So before you come here, what I would recommend doing, and this is something that I did as well, I have a travel credit card. And now what that is going to allow you to do is you can make purchases abroad without having international transaction fees. So you're building your credit, you're gaining points for your credit card, and you're not having to carry around cash and things like that all the time. And in Thailand, you'll be surprised that there is a lot of places that you can use credit card. So I use it like all the time, like at restaurants, mainly restaurants, and that's pretty much it. But a lot of the places that I do eat, they do accept credit card. If not, then I just use cash, But make sure you have that Visa credit card, and it has to be Visa, because I think they only accept either Visa, sometimes MasterCard, and American Express. If you have that, is not really accepted at many places over here. So American Express is international, or it doesn't have international fees, but you can't really use it at too many places over here, to be honest. So I would recommend Visa. Another reason I would recommend a Visa card is because you can, when you go to the MRT here, you can actually scan your Visa card at the gate. So that way you don't have to go buy a token, wait in line. Sometimes the lines are long, depending on what time it is and if it's rush hour. But if you have your Visa card, you can go right up to the gate, scan your Visa card, and go right through. Now this only works at the MRT Blue Line. It doesn't work at the other lines, but you'll probably only be at the Blue Line anyways. If you're not at the Blue Line, you can always just go, buy a coin or buy a token. But that Visa card definitely comes in clutch when you can just go in and scan. So make sure you have that. Plus, with the international fees, it's just a seamless process. Scan it. I taught my mom the trick. She did it when she came here, and it's just a easy process. And on top of that, before you get here as well, add your cards to your Apple Wallet, or if you have Android, the Google Wallet or whatever it's called on the Android. Make sure you add that to your wallet, because you can still use those. Most credit card machines here have the tap to pay, so you don't actually have to have your physical card. If you have it on your phone, like the card's added to your wallet, you can use that as well. That's something that I didn't even really know. I didn't even think about it until I recently had to get a new card. Obviously, now that I can't use the card that I brought with me, my bank changed the card information on my wallet automatically. So my wallet has my new card information, so I don't even need my physical card. The only physical card you really need is your debit card, because you're going to use that to get money out of the ATMs and things like that. But so as long as you have your debit card, you're good. But as far as your credit cards, you can really just add it to your wallet on your phone. And if they have a machine, most machines are tap to pay. So you can tap, and you don't have to have your physical card. So that's something that I would recommend you guys doing. For ATMs, I don't have a trick really to, avoid fees and things like that. There used to be where you can go into banks and give them your passport, and they'll give you money back without having fees. But at this point, I don't really worry too much about the fees. I just take out, whatever I need to take out, whether it's 10,000 baht, whatever I need to take out, I just take it out like every once or twice a month. and I just leave it at that. I don't really worry about, you know, the fees too much. Now that we got the money part out the way, now I want to talk about some apps that you might want to download before coming to Thailand. Let's start off with transportation, right? So over here, they use for transportation, you can use Bolt, Grab, or InDrive. Personally, I have Bolt and Grab on my phone, but these things, they do separate things. So for Grab, you can book rides on there, but Grab is mainly better for using it like a Uber Eats. So if you wanna order food from a restaurant and have it sent to your condo, then you can do that. Bolt I use for rides because Bolt rides are cheaper, especially if you take a motorbike, and you know, you can go a pretty good distance for somewhat cheap, you know, on the motorbike. So I do recommend taking motorbikes if you're scared. I don't know, maybe ask for a helmet, because they're not gonna give you a helmet over here. But if you're scared, you know, ask for a helmet, you know, hold on to the back of the bike like this and you'll be straight. But trust me, if you're by yourself, just try out the motorbikes. It's faster, cheaper, and they get to your pickup spot quicker as well. But yeah, Bolt for drives, Grab for basically just ordering food. And I also have Line Man and Panda Food. What Line Man does is, I think you can do a lot of stuff with Line Man. Like I think one time, like my friend, they wanted to like drop a certain package off at a store or something, and you can actually, you know, order the Grab driver or order the lineman to come to you. They'll take your package and they'll like send it off to like wherever you need to send it off. So you can do that. But really, lineman, they go to restaurants. They go to more local restaurants that Grab doesn't offer on their platform. Grab is mainly for like more established type of restaurants. Lineman, they go to more like local shops and things like that. And Food Panda as well go to more local shops. And another app that I have that I just downloaded, ETGO. ETGO, it sounds weird. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but EATIGO. So what that app is, you can eat for a discounted price up to 50% off at certain restaurants. I haven't tried it yet, but I seen somebody's video and I was like, okay, this is interesting. I just downloaded it. They have multiple different restaurants. They partner with multiple restaurants that offer discounted prices to eat. So all you do is go to the app, find your restaurant of choice. They have multiple different cuisines on there, Japanese, Korean, Thai, international, American. Find whatever you want, book a reservation for that restaurant. And depending on what time, sometimes it may be 10% off, maybe it's 20, 30, 50, so forth and so on, depending on, like I said, what time you book. So you reserve on the app, go to the restaurant at the time that you the reservation, show a code, I guess, and you can eat at that percent off whatever you booked. So that's pretty good. I may try it out, or not may, I am going to try it out soon, and maybe I'll, you know, share my experience with that. Let's see, do I have any other apps? I already mentioned the Wise app, WISE. That's basically for transferring money. And not only just for that, you know, if you want to send money to some of your Thai friends or whatever, or if they need to send money to you, they can send it to your Wise account. Another app that you may want to download is called Smart Life, MEA. That app, depending on where you stay at, is going to be used for your electricity, to pay your electricity bill. So you can do that. The only thing to note with that app is you can only pay with like a Thai bank account card. You're either going to have to pay your agent, like whoever helped you get the apartment, and then they pay through the app, or maybe if you have a Thai friend or something like that, you can send them money and then they can pay, and then they can pay through the app as well. And recently I just made a True Money account, because foreigners now can actually have a True Money wallet, which is basically a form of like payment here in Thailand. You can use QR code scan with the True Money wallet app. And you know, if you've been to Thailand before, you know, like the QR code scans is, you know, is very popular here. It's probably like the main payment option over here is QR code scanning. So it would come in handy if you don't have cash and don't have a Thai bank account. It would come in handy if you have, you know, an account that you can scan with QR codes. I haven't used it yet, but they do have True Money kiosks set up at certain areas. And I'm thinking that maybe you can just add money, like add cash to the account. I haven't added any money to the account yet, but I do have an account and I plan on testing that out very soon. We don't have Amazon over here, but they do use Lazada and Shopee. Now Shopee, if you have an Apple Store account that's not registered in Thailand, then I don't think you can download Shopee. Maybe you can go to the Shopee website and buy stuff, but as far as downloading the app, I don't think you're able to download it because I can't download it, but you can get the Lazada app. And what Lazada is basically just Amazon. You know, you search for items, blender, whatever, anything you may need, you know, they have it for cheap. The only thing is, it is cheap stuff, so some of the things that you buy, it might not last too long, or it might break, it might come broken. So, you know, you have to be careful, you know, with what you buy on there. But I think people have better experiences with Shopee, because I think Shopee has more Thai, like made in Thailand products. A lot of the stuff in Lazada is like kind of made in China, I think. So I don't know, my friend, they had made a big deal about that, like, oh, I don't like using Lazada because it's like mainly like China products. So I don't know, maybe the products are not made that well, I don't know. But Shopee is good. So I've used both, and yeah, Shopee is good, Lazada is good, depending on what you buy. Some more transportation apps that I just remembered is you can get this BTS app. It's called the SkyTrain. And there's an MRT app. Now, when you first come to Thailand, you know, you may be confused with the train system and things like that. So with the BTS app and the MRT app, they show you what time the train comes. They show you the routes that you need to take. All you need to put in is where you are located at the current moment and what stop you want to go to. And it'll tell you like how long the ride is going to be, what time the train is going to come, what time the last train is, and just information about the train until you can get used to it and, you know, read the signs yourself, or, you know, do whatever. You won't have trouble reading the signs, but just having the app will, you know, make you feel better about what stop you need to get off at and just things like that. And it'll help you better with transportation when you first come to Thailand. And I'll probably say the last app I would recommend getting is Line app, Line. That's the main communication app used here in Thailand. They use Line and WhatsApp, I think, but Line is more commonly used. A lot of businesses may use Line to contact them and make reservations and stuff like that. So I would recommend getting Line just so people from Thailand can contact you, you know, your landlord, your owner, or, you know, just people you may meet if you don't have a Thai phone number with, which you should get a Thai number when you come here. That's another thing. Getting a Thai number, all you have to do, go to True 5G, go to AIS, just ask for, you know, 30-day SIM card, and it costs maybe anywhere from like $12 to $30. You can get unlimited data. You can get 50 gigs for like $12, unlimited data for like $30, and you can get a SIM card, get a Thai number. But along with that Thai number, you still need to get Line, just because a lot of people use Line as well. So I would recommend getting the Line app. Those are all the tips that I have for you guys to do before coming to Thailand. Of course, there's, you know, more things to go over and more things to cover, but, you know, that's all I have for this video. So if you guys want to know any other information about Thailand or just things that you should do, let me know, leave a comment, and I'll be sure to possibly make a video on it. So thanks for watching. It's been That Man Don. I'm out, man. Peace.